What's up, crazy family?
What's up?
I am here with one of my good friends, Alex.
Hello.
And our friend Owen's over here off the side here.
There you go.
Hello. Yeah, it's good seeing him. I think we were talking to Owen first day of this season. You walked right past us. We were doing our member meetup, and I was like, no, it was Zach. It's like going up to Owen. He's like, "Do you want to ride with us?" And he's like, "Sure." And I turned around. He disappeared on us. He's probably looking for Alex.
I think I was with Thomas. I was with Thomas.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we were heading to Exterminator, I believe.
It's cool, man. Yeah. But there's another reason why we do these interviews sometimes. And Alex is a former member of ACE. He's also.
I got a question. Sorry
Hey,
for
Matt.
interrupting. Are you all Kennywood Krazy? Because I am.
I know, Matt. We're live, man. You can watch. Say hi to everyone. What's so good? Say, Matt.
What up? Are you Kennywood Krazy? Because I know we all are.
So Alex is also the president of ICJ. He's also. You still have the Vladimir Freaks?
No.
No, that's no longer this. Okay,
No longer resistance.
I thought it was at one time, though. It was at one time, though. But yeah. So we were chatting the other day on the phone, and I thought it'd be really cool if we just share our thoughts on the park. And and I always believe that that's just lift each other up, and you know what I mean, and that's how you show them how crazy love and support each other. So, and plus he's also a moderator of Kennywood Krazy. Mm-hmm. So that's how I met you, is basically through Kennywood Krazy, right? Yep, and through Bryce and stuff. So
Correct.
So, but what about Kennywood? Are you crazy about, man?
You know what I'm really crazy about? Is that amazing show that's going on right now. That water circus show is one of a kind.
Really cool. Cool.
I've never actually seen it before.
It's really neat.
What about you, Owen? What about Kennywood are you crazy about? You might have to speak out loud because the camera's over there.
Fam's Revenge, definitely.
Fam's Revenge?
Easily.
What got you guys, how do I say, what got you guys, like, enthusiasts are like addicted to this park? Because to me it's an addiction, almost like a second home. What about it just started you guys to
I think it's just, being around my family with the love of roller coasters.
Yeah?
Like Idlewild was my childhood park.
Mine too.
Vladimir, Kennywood. I feel like just bringing everybody together is what makes amusement parks fun.
What about you, Owen?
I became a coast enthusiast from Ravine Fire to Vladimir. That was the coach that inspired me to be an enthusiast. And once I got my license and was able to drive, I was able to start. I live 50 minutes from here, so I go here at least once a week whenever I can.
Oh yeah, I've been noticing you more often just walking past here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I love Fam's Revenge too, so it's always nice to get some rides in on that.
Yeah, I know for me, growing up, I think you can talk to Alex about this part. What parts we started going to the very first. You just said Idlewild, but for me, it was Idora Park. And Idora Park has had a lot of memories, and so a lot of love for that park. Fortunately, that park's not around anymore. So, but yeah. So, what do you think? For both of you, what do you think is what the Kennywood did correct this year?
I mean, there's a lot of things I felt like they did correct this year. I mean, the Carousel Burger, Jeter's Pub, Aero 360 finally coming out of its lawn ornament phase.
Oh, jeez, thank you.
Hey, I'm glad I have the ride back.
Yeah, me too.
Just all the cosmetic upgrades they did to the park is what really makes it nice.
Beautiful. The park looks very beautiful this year.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
And also, Black Widow seems to be, like, from at least when I've been here, Black Widow seems to be open consistently a lot more compared to last year.
Yes, totally agree.
Because I only ever saw Widow open a handful of times last year, whereas I think every single visit I've been here this year, it's been open consistently. So,
well, we have Tom Barton's watching. Tom was here. So Tom, I know you're watching, buddy. We've been trying to get you to nail you down to sit down and chat with you. I hope you get a hold of me next time you get a chance to, and we'll have sit down and talk to you about the park. We love you, anyways. But so I agree. I think that the thing is, there is a lot always going to be positives and negatives.
There's
And
going to
we're
be positive
always
negatives anywhere you
anywhere
go.
we go, and I am not afraid to say the negatives. I'm not saying they're positive. To me, I say this. When we started Krazy about this is our 4th year, I think.
Yes.
So when we started this, it was just the 8 of us, and it's grown. Actually, it was just me, Raquel, and Becky at first, and then the first day it was 8 of us, and then it's grown to our member meetups being like 30, 32 people, which is really awesome.
I can see you still growing.
And I still see it growing. It's just because it's just being blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll credit to God for that, because I can't plan that if I wanted to. But I like we were saying, the negatives. So I see one of the things that's been coming up more to the surface this year is the ADA issues.
Yes.
I think not so much the cracking down is the word, it's just how they're doing it.
It's how they're modifying it.
Yes. I think, in a way, it needed done, but then again, how to modify it, I don't know. As my wife, you guys all know Rob, my wife, she has ADA because she has cerebral palsy. And because of that, she has problems with balance. And so getting on and getting off the rides and waiting in long lines is really tough for her. So that's why she has the ADA. But with that, too, comes the 2-3 rides?
I think.
So far, can you name them? That they're
Thunderbolt, Skyrocket.
Skyrocket.
And I think Racer is starting to...
We haven't had any problems with Racer. What is the name of those two?
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit. They changed the way Jackrabbit, there's no problem. Actually, it works faster for someone.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's ADA, because it's right there, and then boom, you're on, and you actually run on, and
it's like a miniature
Jackrabbit's
fast
running today. It is closed. Look over there, you can see Jackrabbit is closed today. One thing you guys didn't learn, Jackrabbit is closed. How you doing, Stacy? Thank you for watching. Anyway, that's a workhorse. What the heck? What's going on there? You know what I mean?
Kind of threw me off a loop there, but yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
You probably headed towards Phantom right away, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know you. That's what we did.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. Then Jackrabbit's next, usually for us. But what about this ADA that we were talking about? I think it's, in my eyes, it's a little bit frustrating, because if you, how do I say this? Their intentions are to help people with the ADA who have a disability like Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, when they do it to where if you are going up an extra ramp to get in to use your ADA, and they're telling you can't, you have to go behind the line a little bit more to wait for 15 minutes. What good is the ADA? That's really not.
There's really not for ADA. That's more
not.
like a miniature fast lane. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Like a miniature speedy pass.
Yes, exactly. And I also know that there's people who are abusing it, but on the other hand, you and I were talking about the new ways of like Knoebels and some flex parks are making guests do. If they don't know about the issue about redoing it, they are making these people go online and filling out this thing, and you have to wait 2 days to get your pass. But if you show up to the park the day of, you're not going to get it.
Right. Which, I have a hard time, understanding why, because technically, I feel like it's a violation of HIPAA. People should not know what your disabilities are. That's just how I feel what it should be.
Yeah, but I think they look at, and I agree, 100% agree. I think that they look at it as you're volunteering that information already. And,
Right.
and I see that, but I also say that it's the hoops that they want you to go through. It's supposed to frustrate people who don't really need it, but they're going to do it anyways. It's
Right.
just delaying the fact that if you didn't know that you needed this. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was going to mention that too. Like, I really don't feel like people should need a doctor's note just for an ADA pass. If you have a disability, you have a disability. Like,
yeah, it's definitely a little frustrating. So what about Kennywood? Also, do you think that they should improve, or they failed to do this year?
This is going to trigger everybody, but steel curtain.
Oh, that's nothing new. I'd say Derek said that. Jay said that.
Everybody said
everyone
about steel
said that.
curtains
That
challenges.
Kara Abby did. All the people that we interviewed this year and late last year. David Woods from Ginny TV. He said the same thing. It's so frustrating.
It's very frustrating. I hope to God they get the thing at where they want it at in the correct way, and to get it actually operational, as safe as it can be. The other thing I'm not a fan of is the potato patch cars. I think they're cool. I don't like how they are slow.
Yeah, I agree. I think the thing is, though, that their intents were to make it look nicer, because was a Holiday Lights, they had 4
Cars only operating.
And you would wait for 45 minutes for a bumper car. No.
And Grand Prix did not run for Holiday Lights.
Oh, yeah. Has it done it before?
It ran it a couple years ago, but not last year.
Huh. I wonder why.
Because they only had 4 cars.
Yeah, this park, they struggle to keep the rides running. Today, Jackrabbit's down. Then they have another major coaster that's down. Then then the Turtle's down. It's usually like once a year we have multiple rides not running at the same time.
And then you have Wild Mouse at Idlewild that's currently closed.
How was Idlewild yesterday? How did that?
It was cool, rainy but breezy.
I was there 2 days ago as well.
Really? How was the crowd?
Pretty busy. It definitely wasn't too bad. We were at Soakstone most of the time. I went with my grandparent and cousins, and so we just we had still a good time. We waited 30 minutes for potato patch fries though, so that was not.
Still
There was only one.
Wait,
staff
say
member that
30 minutes for a potato patch.
And I waited 2 minutes yesterday.
I felt really bad for the one staff member on potato patch that day.
They had one person.
I only saw one person in the whole potato patch.
Are you serious? That would never happen here.
That poor guy. I feel so bad for him. But yeah.
What do you think is probably something that that Kennywood could have improved this year, or failed to do, or did wrong this year?
I think overall, just maybe ride throughputs. Maybe, I'm not sure. Probably what I would say.
That and operations.
Yeah.
So, Owen, what do you think that they did right this year?
Definitely overall improvements on the aesthetics. I would say.
Most certainly the infrastructure. The infrastructure looks so much better.
Also, I haven't had the food from here, but I have heard that it is at least better than Johnny Rockets. So.
Well, aesthetically, yes, this place looks a lot better. I was never a fan. We had Johnny Rockets too. Last year, Raquel. Was it one time last year?
Yeah, one time last year.
And Raquel's like, never again.
Yeah, it was
bad.
I had Johnny Rockets once years ago. It was not good.
The burgers were wafer thin.
Wow.
So, and they were charging $10 for a burger and fries.
That's how much they cost at Universal.
Yeah, but then you see the prices now, it's like $15 here.
And we're talking about prices here. Let's talk about prices.
Okay.
I feel like the prices are in a lot of the things, like foods, games, etc., are just way too high. Especially a lot of people that don't afford a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? 3 years ago when they upped the prices to $10 for a game, I stopped playing. I was just passing one of the midway games just to go get something to drink. And she's like, hey, you want to play? I said, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I don't play because they're too expensive. And she looked at me, she's like, I know. But as of before that, the year before, me and Raquel were playing games all the time. We were spending like $15, $20 in games like once a week. And now I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not dishing out $10 for one game. We might go play speedball because that's like $1 or $2.
I remember this is like, I think it was 2021 during Holiday Lights. I think I literally kept playing the cup pong game that was right near the pagoda.
I think so. It was over there.
Yeah.
We got rid of it. All this game.
Yeah, I know. I remember you could just get a 15, little for $2 or a bucket for $5.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you play.
It was just
It was fun. It was fun. That's why I stopped playing.
And now they want $10 to play a single game. Like,
it's a little bit too much. So, okay, here. I think we've touched on that, and I think I've told my thoughts on that before. But here's something that's kind of like, it's close to my heart because every year there's usually something that comes and goes in an amusement park. And you and I are avid goers to go. I don't know how you pronounce it. We go to amusement parks avidly pretty often in multiple different parks a lot. You have like 3 major parks that you travel to every year, once a week, sometimes 2 in one day.
Yep.
And so awesome. I mean, as I do too. I mean, we've gone to different parks and we try to experience one new park every year. But with that said, food stands come and go, and rides come and go. But one thing is, what should be the mainstay of this park, do you think?
I think the main thing that should, you mean like things that should stay?
Yeah.
The 3 classic wooden coasters, of course.
Of course. I think, me personally, I think it's the people and the memories and the history, always remembering that. Yeah. And I think it's great. What about you, Owen? What should be the mainstay of a park?
I think, how would I put it?
The landmarks, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely. I think just an overall good presentation and an overall good, because I think this park still has a great overall presentation to most things, like.
Atmosphere,
yeah. This still has one of the better park atmospheres of any park I've been to. Still, I would say, like in terms of like classic feel, I like that.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah. Okay, when it comes to legacy of passing it on to our children, what should we teach our kids about these amusement parks that we go to?
The history.
The history. What about you? So, that's a good. If you, what about your kid? When you have kids, if we have kids, I mean, it's going to it may happen. It may happen. What would you teach your kids about these parks that you spent all your time in, and why?
There's just a lot of great memories you can make, and like there's so many great experiences. Even though not everything is great, there's still overall enjoyable experiences at the places you go to.
Yeah. What about you, Alex?
Just mainly the history and how Kennywood even became an amusement park.
Yeah. For me, it's the more about the question of why we come. It's the why is because our families are here, our friends are here. We come up. I mean, we love riding these machines. We love being around this atmosphere. We love doing those things that we do at this park. But we can do it so that we can spend time with our family. And I'm looking at my wife right now because that's how it started. I can't start coming up here because of Raquel. We were having problems, and I started working our stuff out. And then you and I started coming up here every weekend. So, thank you, love you, and also with you. I mean, I got to meet a lot of friends. Made a lot of friends with you and Bryce. And I got to meet. Oh, and this year, that's cool. made some friends.
I mean, you probably did see me like at many points last year when I was on my own because there's like for the first I met a few people like throughout May and like the early bit of June. I didn't really meet any of these people. I met Alex like just a couple days before. It was like a week before KennyCon, like last year, I believe.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Even though I've known Jay for years, I met him in Baltimore when I was only 15 years old, and I'm 20 years old now.
Oh.
Like yeah. And I was tiny. I was only 5 feet tall whenever I first met him, and now I'm 6'1". There's still a picture of like him and I getting laughed by the Ravine Flyers
cool.
too. Yeah. And it's crazy how all of us like came together. How I eventually just ended up meeting Alex and like
that's what I was talking about. Like our friendships that we've made at this park.
All like
that's what makes this special to us.
Yeah.
Is our connections at this park.
That's what makes Kennywood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes Kennywood, and that's why we're so crazy about it.
True.
I'm Kennywood psycho, I guess.
All right, so I'm going to keep this short. Jack is a friend of mine from work, and Stacy is a friend of mine from work. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Alex is a part of the ICJ, Insane Coaster Junkies, the president of that. Go check out Insane Coaster Junkie. You might see Alex in a couple of videos or so. And also,
see me in a few videos as well.
So you see Owen over here in a couple of videos. We've been in a couple of Jay's videos. That's how the connection is Kennywood and Waldemar. That's how we know each other. So just go check them out. Hey, we are going to have a member meetup next month on July 20th. You remember which ride? Did I tell you? I told you which ride, right?
Plunge.
Thank you. So we love you all, and you guys are good all the time. We love each other, mad crazy love. All right, guys. Oh, let's just see if we can't get this. Oh, wait. Let's get Owen in there. Oh, all right. Oh. Hey, Rocky. Hey.